I got a little gift for you. Now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Look at that. See that? This is the favorite thing that I have on this earth. And Rocky Marciano gave me that. You know what it was? His cufflink. Huh? And now I'm giving it to you. And it's got to be like an angel on your shoulder, T. And if you ever get hurt and you feel that you're going down, this little angel is going to whisper in your ear. He's going to say, "Get up, you son of a bitch." Because Mickey loves you. Okay?
Thanks, Mick.
All right.
I love you too.
Go after him, kid. Go ahead. Thanks.
You was each.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ringside Report video email bag show on the Ringside Report web TV channel. Now, here's your host, the man with the fedora, the pinky ring, and the New York thing, Bad Brad Berkowitz.
Hey folks, welcome back to another RSR video email bag show on the Ringside Report web TV channel. Now, as promised, I said on our next show, which is this one, we would start back with the great prizes, and we are going to give this great book away. The Ron Lyle story, Off the Ropes. I read it, I reviewed it on the channel. Fantastic book. And when we hit 1,500 subscribers to the RSR Web TV channel, I will be giving away this book. So Ron Lyle fans, this is the one you want. Fantastic book. Okay? And all you have to do is hit that button in whatever corner it's in. Okay? And once you do, you're always eligible for all future prizes. I said it. Once you hit the button and subscribe, you're eligible for all future prizes. Now, if you want to be on my show, send your questions into Ringside Report 2014 at gmail.com. Again, that's Ringside Report 2014 at gmail.com. Again, hit that button and subscribe, whichever corner it's in. All right, leave your comments below. Remember, to get respect, you must show respect. That's all I ask. You don't have to agree with me. Forget about it. All right, now it's a rainy day. Actually, it's been several rainy days here in St. John, Windiana. I know it's Indiana, but we call it, as Deb says, and I, Windiana. So without further ado, forget about it. Let's get into your great questions today. First up, Bad Brad. I watched your show last week on the bogus titles, and man, you nailed it to a T. As you, I'm so sick and tired of these greedy-ass sanctioning bodies. Oh, you're preaching to the choir, pal. Sure, they have to make fazools, as you call them, but not cheapen their title by doing it. I agree 100% with this guy. One of my favorite fighters is former WBC heavyweight champion Pinklin Thomas. What are your thoughts about him? Hal P. from Albany, New York. Well, Hal P., welcome to the show, pal. Pinklin Thomas, what a great fighter he was. I enjoyed him very much in the 80s, okay. Interviewed him in 2003 for my column, okay. Great guy. Had one of the best jabs in the history of the heavyweight division, maybe only second to Larry Holmes, okay. Very, very, very good fighter. Unfortunately, like some fighter and some people in life, not just fighters, his demons got the best of him and shortened his career. However, he's doing very well these days. He was a damn good fighter. He won the title against Tim Witherspoon, and he defended it against Mike Weaver. He knocked Mike Weaver out, and then he lost it to Trevor Burbank in a 12-round decision, which he should have beat Trevor Burbank. But hey, nonetheless, he did what he had to do. He's in the history books. Damn good fighter. Very nice guy. Very enjoyable. Today would be a champion without a doubt. All right, Hal P. from Albany, New York. Great question. Next up, Bad Brad. I was thrilled to see Regis Progress destroy his opponent this past Saturday and pick up another strap in doing so. Who would you like to see him next fight at 140 pounds? Gil B from New Orleans, Louisiana. Well, welcome to the show, Gil. And of course you like Regis because he's from Louisiana. Forget about it. That's where my dad is from, Louisiana. Okay, Vacherie to be exact. 140, honestly, right now, I'm not going to say it's a weak division. Excuse me. However, it's not very deep in talent. There's some decent fighters, but 147 is really where it's at. But if I had to leave the gun, take the cannoli pick, I'm going to say WBO champion Maurice Hooker. I like to see those two fight, unify their belts. Maurice is a WBO titleist. Regis is now the WBA titleist. Let's fight the best. Let's unify those belts. Probably won't happen because we know how the bogus organizations are. But that's where I'd like to see him fight. A couple more fights. He needs to move up to 147. More Fazul's there. And the talent is much, much deeper. Gil from New Orleans, Louisiana. All right, folks, on the New Orleans, Louisiana note, we're going to take a short commercial break.
This is James Cook Tillison, the Fighting Cowboy. You watching the RSR video email bag show with Bad Brad Berkeley. It's a knockout.
Hi, this is Ray Boom Boom Mancini, and you're watching RSR Video Email Bag Show with your host, Bad Brad. Now, at this point, Bad Brad wants, I'm going to say, forget about it, but I'm not going to say it because it's stupid. I mean, come on now. Brad, what are you doing? You think you're some half-assed wise guy or what? So I'm not saying it, okay? Forget about it. I'm not saying it.
Hi, this is Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, and you're watching the Ringside Report Video Email Bag Show with my main man, Bad Brad Berkowitz. Forget about it.
Hi, this is Gregory Abbott. You're watching the RSR Video Email Bag Show, hosted by Bad Brad. Bringing you the latest developments in the world of boxing. Peace.
This is Jesse Left Hook Cook, and you're watching the Ringside Report Video Email Bag Show with my good friend Bad Brad Berkowitz. Forget about it.
Hi, this is Sean O'Grady. You're watching the RSR Video Email Bag Show with Bad Brad. Forget about it.
Hello, this is Jackie Lopez, and you are watching the RSR Video Email Bag Show with Bad Brad.
This is Trey Lippy Morrison, and you're watching the RSR Video Email Bag Show with Bad Brad. Forget about it.
Hi, fight fans. This is Steve S. Smoger, International Boxing Hall of Fame referee, class of 2015, and you are watching the RSR Video Email Bag Show with Bad Brad. Enjoy.
Hey, Alice Trebek, you think you keep it quiet in a set? I'm ready to interview with Quick Tillis. I don't need, we're not playing Jeopardy?
We're going to be playing more than Jeopardy if you don't hurry up so we can shoot this book ad.
Between you and Santino, I'm telling you, everybody wants to be in the act. All right, folks. I guess we got to shoot a book ad for this book. Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime by the man with the fedora, the pinky ring, and the New York thing. I guess that would be me, Bad Brad Burger. Forget about it. Hey, folks, if you want to pick up the book, been around for a while. I get a lot of great emails and texts and meet people out that love the book, and I appreciate each and every one of you. It's still available at www.authorhouse.com. Go online, you'll save a few fazuls because you get it there wholesale. If you want it personally autographed, we can do that too for you folks. All you gotta do is pay postage and handling to St. John, Indiana. Yes, I said St. John, Indiana because Deb and I have relocated, and that's where we live now. Again, www.authorhouse.com to pick up the book, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime. All right, folks, remember, the best is yet to come. Bad Brad. Hey, folks, this is the man with the fedora, the pinky ring, and the New York thing. Bad Brad Berkowitz. Forget about it. I want to talk to businesses out there in the United States and overseas. If you're interested in advertising an RSR video email bag show, send me an email to ringsidereport2014@gmail.com. Again, that's ringsidereport2014@gmail.com. If you're on Facebook, shoot me an IM or call the Ringside Report office at 703-517-2155. And remember, folks, the best is yet to come. Forget about it. All right, folks, we're now back. And if you forgot, somehow, is it possible you forgot who I am? I'm the man here wearing the Frank Sinatra t-shirt today. Yeah, that's Francis Albert. And I'm the man with the fedora, like Francis Albert. And the pinky ring. And the New York thing. Forget about it. Bad Brad Berkowitz. And this is the RSR Web TV channel that hosts the RSR Video Email Bag Show. Again, hit that button and subscribe, whichever corner it's in. Leave your comments below. Now let's get to the remainder of your great questions today. Bad Brad, hello from across the pond, and please do your tea and crumpets line about meeting with the queen that has me on the floor every time, mate. Oh, okay, pal. We'll tell the queen next, what's today, Thursday, a week from today. I'm going to fly over across the pond, and we're going to have some tea and crumpets, pal. Me and the queen and I, and so on and so on. Tell her I'm coming, pal. He goes on to say, I'm a huge fan of Anthony Joshua, and his fight with Ruiz has me a little worried because it may be shades of Holyfield versus Cooper in 91. What do you think, mate? Guarantee from London, England. Well, guarantee who likes the tea and crumpets that I'm having with the queen a week from today. I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think Andy Ruiz is half of the fighter that Bert Cooper was on Bert's best day. Now, we all know what happened in that scary moment in that 1991 fight, and Bert was a last-minute replacement in that fight. I can't remember who Holyfield was supposed to fight. Who was he supposed to fight? Leave me a comment below. I don't remember that. But I remember I had just come back from being stationed in Sigonella, Sicily, and I saw that fight. I was like, oh, my God, he almost lost. He got hurt in that fight, but he wound up stopping Bert Cooper. But Andy Ruiz is no smoking Bert Cooper, and I think mostly everybody would agree with me there. So I don't think it's going to be shades of that, but one of these on the chin, and you never know. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Anthony Joshua is going to destroy him in 5 rounds. No offense to Andy Ruiz. It's not Anthony Joshua. I should say no offense to Anthony Joshua because it's not his fault. He was supposed to fight Big Baby, the cheater, beater, whatever. Big Baby Miller. And he got caught cheating. So now he's out for I don't know how long, but he's out. So Andy Ruiz steps in and, hey, he does what he's supposed to do, get the Fazools and fight. But I think he's going to be destroyed in 5 against Anthony Joshua. But I don't think it's going to be shades of Holyfield versus Cooper. All right, mate? Again, tell the queen we're going to have some tea and crumpets a week from today, pal. All right, the last question of this show goes to Bad Brad. I just finished reading your book, Boxing Reviews of Lifetime, and to say I enjoyed it would not be giving it enough justice. Well, thank you, pal. I'm greatly humbled by that comment. Brother, the love you have for fighters and the voice you use to bring to light that boxing needs a mandatory fund is just plain amazing. Do you ever see a mandatory retirement fund now, some almost 20 years since you started fighting for it? George C. from Miami Beach, Florida. Well, George C., you get the last question of the show from my old stomping grounds, Miami Beach, from 1975 to 1984. And Deb and I will be coming back to Miami Beach very soon. Sadly, I'm going to answer the question very quickly and like this. No. I don't think there's ever going to be a mandatory retirement fund. And I know they say the WBC has it, but it's not across the board. It's not overseen by an entity that I would completely trust. It's been talked about for years. They need a mandatory retirement fund. They need medical insurance. They need dental insurance. They need training about investing their money, like the NFL, the MLB, Major League Baseball, the NBA. They all have counselors and people in place for these young cats that come into these sports. Fortunately, boxing doesn't have those things, and I don't think they'll ever have a mandatory retirement fund because the promoters don't want to put money in on top of the boxers like they should. So, no, it's not going to happen. But if it does, and it's done correctly, There'll be no bigger advocate of it, pal, than me, George C. from Miami Beach. You got the last question. And thank you again for the great compliments on my book, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime. Since you brought it up, let me give it a shameless plug. You can pick it up on authorhouse.com. Again, that's authorhouse.com. And if you would like to get it personally autographed, all you got to do is pay postage and handling to St. John, Indiana, and back, and we will sign it. I should say I will sign it, but we will get it in the mail to you. All right, one more time. When we hit 1,500 subscribers, we're going to give away this book, Off the Ropes, the Ron Lyle story, written by the late author Candace Toft. I read the book and reviewed it on the channel. Look for the review. Fantastic book for all of the Ron Lyle fans out there. God rest your soul, Ron. You were a sweetheart, and you were one of my favorite interviews that actually was in my book as well, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime. And on that note, that's another RSR video email bag show in the can. Forget about it. And as Frank Sinatra sang so eloquently, so long ago, the best is yet to come. Bad Brad out.